Achei confuso isso. É confuso. A gente só vai conseguir entender mesmo quando estiver mostrando pra gente como que é o evento, né? Só queria o Corey.
It's absolutely great.
Corey
And we
irmão
do
da
have
Raven,
actually a
sério.
few of some of these skins in game. So let's jump straight to that.
Corey na Casa
Actually,
Branca
here for
tem
the
até uma
Slipknot
série
and
dele.
Smite crossover. Again,
Ficou
Nick
bonito,
Thompson,
cara. Ficou
I've
bonito, de
mentioned
verdade.
his
As
first
skins
one
ficaram
here,
bem legais.
As well as Jim Root and Alessandro Venturella for the chalk skins.
Dou nota 10. Vou dar nota 10 pra todas.
It's just like the weight of chalk and like how intense his animations are and the
Baú do
ultimate and all that kind of
Calypso,
stuff. I think it's
Chimbinha
it's
como
such a great
cupido. Que isso?
combination.
Right, so these skins are also themed to the musical discipline of the various band members. So Jim Root and Mick Thompson are guitarists, and Alessandro is the bass. And actually, the audio design.
Eu casava com as skins.
The
Que?
Alessandro skin sounds more like bass when you use.
Não falaram o valor ainda não, galerinha. São baús. Aqui não falou o valor do baú. Provavelmente são baús de 600 gemas por 300 no 50% no lançamento, né?
Even though it's 3 chalk skins, they all have a very different look to them.
O evento inteiro deve ter um preço, sei lá. Temos que ver a Raiz falar sobre isso.
I believe we should have voice lines for some of these as well, but
não é passe.
If not, we can just keep on rolling as we head to Jim Root here on this. I mean, having the detail on the two guitarists with their guitars, having the sound effects for them, and then Alessandro's bass, I think is really just kicking it up to the next notch and feeling really, really cool.
Eu só tô achando que as skins do Slipknot vão vir para comprar cada uma. Vai ser baú ou The Game BR? Vai ter baú e compra direta. Se fosse um passe seria foda, mas pro baú uma skin só vai custar o passe inteiro. Não sei, cara. Eu não gosto de baú, sabe?
Yeah, Jim's jacket here is very different than the Mick one we just saw.
1.200 cada. Aí.
I think we do have a voice line here for Jim Root's skin, so let's take a listen.
Falei, falta.
Make some noise.
We're going to be making a lot of noise.
Então qual é o passe? O passe são skins
and then, of course, we have
antigas.
Alessandro Venturella.
Skins antigas dos passes antigos, porém os crossover ficaram de fora.
Here for this one, as he is a bass
Nossa,
player.
que rosto bonito.
And Mick, I believe we should have a voice line for Alessandro as well.
Não, essas skins, cada personagem tem 3 versões, né? Aí vai mudar só o rosto mesmo, porque são as máscaras que eles mudam, né? Deveriam mudar a roupa inteira também.
Sure was very exciting for him as well. Let's head on over then to the next batch of skins, if you will, here. I believe Raijin is up next, and then we should be leading with Michael Pfaff on the Raijin skin. And very much like the differences in the chalk skins, there will be differences here as well, not just the masks, but in the outfits and the types of drums that
São
they
dubladas
play.
pelos mesmos caras.
Both Clown and Michael Pfaff's drums are going to sound more like percussion. Their percussion instruments, where Jay Weinberg's
São
drums
dubladas pelo
sounds more like a
mesmo
traditional drum set. So again, that attention to detail.
And to me, Slipknot is. I mean, they have a lot of iconic sounds, but those drums are just legendary. Yeah. And they have always been well known for putting on an amazing show and putting those drums really,
Vai ter novo passe de batalha de uma skin do Loki, vai sim.
He's got these drums that are
O que achou das skins? Eu achei legal. O problema é que a forma de adquirir não é tão legal.
You also see there the Raiju reskinned to a little maggot buddy, who is that's a motif across Slipknot music and their branding and their.
Achei que seria uma vigia, mas não é aquele cachorrinho que fica com Raijin. Se você já foi gado, Deus me livre.
Let's listen to the voice line here for Michael Pfaff.
Não.
The only thing scarier than a man with nothing to lose is a god with nothing to lose.
Super cool that Michael was able to record his own voice line.
Yeah, very grateful for him to take the time for that.
Yep, absolutely awesome. Next up is Jay Weinberg as Raijin, and again, you're going to see some subtle differences there, and Jay's drums will sound a little bit different. But I mean, just having the iconic mask for each of these members, absolutely perfect. Let's take a listen to Jay's voice pack.
We are not your kind of gods.
Obviously, a lot of these voice lines heavily inspired
Essa pulga é aquele cachorrinho que fica com o Raijin, ele tem um cachorrinho.
Album title.
Yeah,
Vai ficar com ele.
Thank you.
You think I wouldn't notice?
I did do the Raijin skins, is all I'm saying.
You think I
and then Clown Raijin, of course, last but not least.
And additional shout-outs to Clown, who was the creative
isso daí muda a roupa.
Slipknot, who we did a lot of our
Raiju,
conversations with. he was a really big help in guiding us throughout the process, approving our direction, giving us notes on things, and just an all-around amazing individual to work with. The group as a whole is so iconic, and they work together so well with all of their visuals and sounds and the whole production of their shows and the experience.
Essa Unreal ultrapassada é triste.
We really wanted to make sure we got that right, so it was very good to have a guide along the way.
Talvez o Poseidon salve. Pô, mas esses skins não são ruins, que isso?
Which is awesome. Let's take a listen to his voice pack.
São ruins não. O problema é que tipo, você tem que pagar, tá ligado?
Super excited to get everyone a chance to take on Raijin as well as Poseidon.
Poseidon.
A little bit more of the vocal elements here with the iconic Corey Taylor and Craig Jones and Sid Wilson. I mean, just an unbelievable group across the board, of course. And we're going to start with Sid Wilson Poseidon for these Poseidon skins. You saw the Raijin transformed into the maggot. Well, you'll see it here in these skins as well.
Too.
Yep, it's absolutely there in the Kraken. Let's take a listen to Sid Wilson's voice pack.
Does my mask scare you? Does it make you squirm?
It kind of does, yeah.
Yeah.
It sounds like that was intended.
A little bit.
And yeah, the Slipknot music, they have these very unique elements to their music as well. So you see here we have like the turntables and the samples, which I feel like is often kind
A
of
forma de adquirir é triste, cara. Triste.
They, like every band member has this really unique.
Vai ser baú, The Hunter. Vai ser evento de baú. Não era o Corey e o Poseidon, são 3 skins.
And the turntable
Ele vai receber 3 skins
super important to Slipknot's iconic sound.
100%. I mean, Sid Wilson's abilities will have that turntable element, as you mentioned, and the next one up, Craig Jones, will have some of those samples as well. So very sticking to what the expertise that all these group members have.
This one looks so cool, too.
Yeah, just one of those iconic mask setups for sure. Let's take a listen to Craig Jones.
Craig Jones.
That is what Craig Jones is sounding like.
Yeah,
I guess.
yeah.
Vai ter algum remaster mesmo?
Craig typically not as vocal as the other ones, literally. Mostly just grunts and that kind of stuff. So I think his whole voice pack is nothing but grunts. And
if that's what he wanted, then so it shall be.
Yep, definitely staying true to Craig there. And then Corey Taylor, of course, is Poseidon. His abilities will have crowd and vocal elements.
Vamos ver qual que vai ser o preço, né, galerinha? Se vai ser um preço justo, se vai ser um preço, sei lá como é que vai ser.
Samples. Corey Taylor, the iconic Corey Taylor with that ability.
Boa tarde, Farms, tudo bem?
Crowd and vocal element sounds alongside it. Let's take a listen.
Boa tarde, Sirius. Serão 3 skins ou elas serão tipo tier 5? Vão ser 9 skins, né? 3 skins pra cada deus.
So those are all 9 Slipknot skins. Again, so excited to have them. They all will also have headbanging VXG with music, of course, special emotes, which rotates between 3 full-length versions of Slipknot songs.
You can play the full-length song while emoting around the battleground.
Não vai ser fácil de batalha.
If anyone interrupts me in the middle of duality, we're going to have problems.
Here we go. This is the one we've been waiting for. This is it.
Ah, que bonito. Imagina se acordar 3 horas da manhã até esses caras
te ouvirem. 9 gods on the same team, just so we can make them all do this.
On all-out modes, you can pick all duplicates.
That's true. We could do it that way. There you go. We've already found our solution. Good work, AJ. So yeah, 3 full-length versions of Slipknot songs with these VXGs. So it's Duality, Psychosocial, and Devil and I. Very hard to pick songs that wouldn't be absolutely amazing, but
right. It was really. I remember the Slack chat of us trying to discuss like which songs we wanted, and it was so hard to narrow them down. But they're all amazing, and these 3 are extremely iconic from different albums as well. So if you're a fan of Slipknot over the years, you'll get to hear those different hits. And these are also the songs that are used in the music theme, as well as
Espero que tenha emote. Isso daí a gente vai saber sexta-feira no PTS. Com o PTS a gente vai ter certeza de como serão as skins, né? Porque a gente vai poder pegar e testar elas tudo direitinho. Eu acredito que não tem emote, tá? Eu acho que não vai ter emote.
They're great. Let's go in game real quick to see a little bit more here because there are some extra profile cosmetics, of course. You've got a jump stamp.
Olha aí o chá aqui, ó. Ficou legal, cara. Ficou bacana.
Which I previewed a little of the recall earlier when I was playing Raw.
Oh, true.
It was already equipped.
That was nice.
It
nice
looks
little teaser.
sick.
Yeah, I mean, everything is just awesome.
Loja de espectador não é falado durante o patch note, ô João Gabriel. Ela só é revelada quando libera o PTS. Que aí a gente pode testar lá e aí a gente olha a loja, entendeu?
For the chalk skin, but you get a
Então vai
lot
ter que
of
esperar sexta-feira.
coming from all these. I didn't even know that we had them ready to go in game, so I would have gotten here earlier. I apologize, everybody.
Oh my gosh, that spin's insane. It's got the flames on the guitar itself. That is so sick.
Yeah.
And I love the Slipknot symbolism and all the abilities. Looks really cool. And it fits Smite so well.
Yep, it really does. It's definitely
Não é fácil, Freitas. Isso daqui é skin vinda de evento de baú.
And then there's the ultimate, which just looks absolutely awesome.
And it sounds awesome too.
They have such a unique artistic style to, you know, everything they do, even outside their music. That I think
podia pelo menos dar uma de graça, né? Podia dar uma de graça.
Developers and players really appreciate that attention to detail and consistency in your symbolism and your tone, and just staying true to yourself and your fans. It looks great here.
Yeah, the stage breaking apart on this ultimate is so cool. Chalk Ult is just one of my favorite ults in the game, but these skins definitely.
Cara, tá legal, né?
O
problema é que
no doubt about that.
Sei lá.
Oh yeah, I already mentioned it.
O preço pra gente aqui no Brasil nunca tá tão legal assim, né?
Well, we're getting the
É difícil. Todas são de baú, sim. É um baú que você vai comprar e vai vir tudo de uma vez. Eles disseram. Tem que ver como é que vai funcionar essa mecânica aí.
Little markings down the neck. That's very cool.
If Kellen was here, he would tell us the musical significance of that.
I'm sure.
I'm sorry that we don't have that degree of expertise. But here's the emote, the special emote that brings the stage and the animation and the song.
Just awesome. Can't wait to be rocking out with all my Slipknot boys on my team. Pick Slipknot skins if you're on my team next week, because I want to be rocking out with everybody.
Tem emote.
Poseidon's going to be really good next time.
That's true. I think that's going to be.
Teremos emote na skin.
You hear the music there as well.
Oh yeah.
Dude, that is going to be so awesome. Just having.
I can't wait.
I'm gonna get so annoyed though when I get interrupted. I don't want to get hit. I don't want to cast any abilities. I just want to sit there and listen to my team.
Seus quais streamers BR recomenda além de você para acompanhar quando você estiver off? Tem alguns streamers bem legais, o Scanor. Tem a Sweep. A Sweep é maravilhosa. Eu adoro a Sweep. Tem a Dracolis. Se a Dracolis estiver ao vivo, você pode assisti-la sem medo, porque é muito legal também. Tem o Deco Maia. Deco Maia de vez em quando joga Smite também. Quem mais aí que é legal?
Let's go, Clumsy. You can do it. Yeah.
Aquele safado lá parou de fazer live, né?
I swear, whenever like Clumsy or Lermy is like.
Merlark tá fazendo live, ô Merlark?
It takes me twice as long. I'm like, why am I messing up so much?
A Suips, comecei a fazer live. Ah, por que você não avisou? A Dracolis desapareceu, Scanor. Dracolis desapareceu. Sério, Kiko? Deco Maia é gente boa, porque ele é religioso. Pô. Aí você entrou com um nick muito bugado na live dele. Dracolis está casada, é verdade, ela tá namorando. Tem vários streamers legais, galerinha. Eu só não recomendo vocês assistirem live streams de pessoas que ficam falando excessivamente palavrões, assim, a qualquer custo, sabe? Pra poder aparecer, pra poder gerar engajamento. E pessoas que disseminem ódio, porque não vale a pena. Você não vai atrair coisas boas pra você assistindo pessoas que destilam ódio e ficam falando coisas indecentes o tempo inteiro, entendeu? Vocês precisam pegar boas referências. Boas referências, coisas boas trazem mais coisas boas pra você. Não sei se você já reparou. Se você passa o dia assistindo ou um tempo assistindo coisas ruins, aquilo reflete no seu humor, na sua forma de pensar e tudo mais. Então, assim, assistam coisas que te deem algo bom, entendeu? Uma sensação boa, um valor legal. Não, essa MZinha é gente boa. Eu adoro essa MZinha, meu amigo. Esse mizinho ele faz aquilo ali por humor, é diferente. Agora tem gente que fica falando palavrão, não é por humor não, de forma agressiva mesmo, sabe?
So it's an art form that is ancient and still extremely moving and impactful. It's just awesome.
Não, tava falando aqui.
And here, of course, is the Corey Taylor Poseidon skin.
Corey Taylor.
Poseidon skins, depending on which one you choose, you'll have some different sound effects alongside your abilities. With Corey's, it's going to have the crowd and vocal elements. With Sid Wilson, it'll have the turntable, and Craig Jones will have those samples.
Que medo, Force!
I can't wait to hear the crowd cheer as I
Sem palavrão, recomendo de ler, mas o de ler ele tem uma doença.
It's just like being on the world stage, you know, you miss your Kraken and some people
Poseidon is one of those gods that even though I've practiced for quite a while, I still don't feel like I ever get that good with him, and I do consider myself a good mage player, but
Gileira possui uma doença.
I don't know, it's just me.
Yeah.
It's not him. Poseidon is a great god.
Dude, the oil barrel, so
that is a
so cool
beer barrel. I
Oh, a
believe,
beer barrel. Oh,
at a
excuse me.
specific request, working with the band to make sure we showed off some side of them, just as
Boa tarde, Russo.
right?
Tudo bem?
They're hard-working humans that.
Vou ser obrigado a aprender a jogar de Poseidon. Tem build dele no canal, assiste lá. Em breve teremos novos guias. Vê lá que vai ser bom, hein? Vai
That
ser
is really
bom.
great. I mean, these guys are absolute
Vai evoluir o
rock
seu
legends, but
gameplay.
also just dudes who have worked hard to get there. So
Yeah, and they really have, for so many years. And there was a recent post that was getting popular again, showing them initial performance on like late night Conan.
I watched
way
that,
back
yeah.
in the day, which was awesome.
Yeah.
And like people were all being really.
Ô, meu lag, depois você manda o link pra gente ver, pô.
Being featured on something like that,
Right, a late night show.
Se
That
tem
was a big
pulga,
deal.
tem
Yeah,
história.
it was a
Que
big deal,
isso?
and
Como
just seeing
assim?
how far they've come and how they've
Gente,
evolved
essas
their
músicas me
live
dando
shows
copyright aqui, Rairez, para com isso.
such an amazing experience. It really, that's the only way you can describe it. It's a whole experience.
Cara, se esses caras me der copyright, eles vão ver, hein?
So, again, super stoked to have them in the game.
Pare
very
com
happy
isso.
we were able to work with them, and overall, big shout out to the entire Smite dev team and biz dev team who worked on all of the agreements.
É o meu nome aqui mesmo. Vou seguir o Merlac.
Really
Seguir o Merlac pra poder ver a live dele assim que ele tiver em live.
I was listening to.
Tem guia de Raidin? Tem. Acho que é um pouco mais antigo, mas tem sim.
And I'm gonna go through them all again.
Raidin é maravilhoso.
And you can do some of them in game. You don't even have to leave your game in order to do it. Again, super excited. Again, this is an event, not a battle pass, so a little bit different here for this crossover. And if you do obtain 3 Slipknot event items, you get the Slipknot music pack.
Bem, basicamente é isso, né, galerinha? Sobre as skins, sobre o patch. Acho que a melhor coisa do patch, na minha opinião, são as mudanças na conquista. As skins, elas ficam a critério, né, da pessoa gostar ou não. Tipo, o gosto pessoal ali né, enfim. E tem essa questão também do dinheiro, né? Se é uma coisa que você tem que desembolsar uma grande quantia de dinheiro, é bem complicado. Mas legal, cara, legal. Achei o patch bem interessante. Quando eu levar meu sub, eu vou fazer um guia novo de Raidin com pedido de desafio. Faço. Faço antes também, só preciso de tempo pra fazer isso. E eles já não aguentam mais ficar ali sentado, ele tá doido pra ir embora. Vou embora daqui, eu preciso levantar daqui, urgente, socorro. Minha coluna tá doendo.
Record-setting Smite update.
We can't wait for you to get your hands on it. And again, it goes live much sooner than we used to. We're on this new patch schedule, so it'll be live on Tuesday. But before that, you can get in on PTS this weekend. So make sure you're
PTS esse final de semana, tá bom? Se vocês quiserem testar todas as novidades, elas estarão no PTS esse final de semana.